Micronutrients versus macronutrients. Which matters more? Should you be concentrating on micronutrients or macronutrients when it comes to your diet? If you found yourself asking this question, then you've just landed on the right video. It's very common to hear terms like micros and macros in the health and fitness world, and sometimes it can be quite confusing. What do they actually mean? And why is keeping track of them important? Keep watching to find out. Hello everyone, and welcome to 5 Pillars Health, the channel where we show you the best ways to get healthy and stay healthy through the 5 pillars of sleep, hydration, nutrition, movement, and sunlight. Macronutrients are those nutrients that are required by our body in large amounts. This may have already been obvious to you if you know the definition of the word macro. It basically means big. The 4 basic macronutrients make up your total caloric intake and include protein, carbohydrates, fat, and alcohol. And all of these make up a large portion of our body. Typically, we measure macronutrients in grams. Now, we're sure you've probably heard about counting macros. It's quite popular for those dedicated gym goers. So what is macro tracking and why is it important? Well, macro tracking refers to the practice of recording what you eat and trying to achieve a particular amount of calories from each macronutrient. This is a more advanced form of calorie counting and comes with an added amount of effort. Counting your macros and micros is important to keep yourself on track to your health and fitness goals. Some people even do it to follow particular diets or fitness regimes. How much of each macro should you be eating? According to the United States Department of Agriculture, the USDA, an average adult should be getting 45 to 65% of their daily calories from carbohydrates, 10 to 35% from protein, and 20 to 35% from fat. Now, these numbers would change depending on your health and fitness goals. If you're looking to increase your muscle mass, you'll need a higher amount of protein, as proteins are the building blocks of muscle. If you're trying to lose body fat, you'll want to reduce your intake of carbohydrates, and of course you'll need to reduce your overall calories as well. Studies have shown that people who actively and regularly track their calorie consumption and macro numbers are more successful at achieving their health goals. Carbohydrates. Carbs are very important for our body to function normally and provide 4 calories per gram. But beware, consuming too many carbs can become problematic for you, and here's why. Eating a diet high in carbs will not only increase your chances of gaining weight and maybe becoming obese, but it also increases your risk of becoming diabetic as well. So what can you do to maintain a good level of carbs in your diet? We all know how many unhealthy food options there are out there and how easy they are to find and eat, and they almost always contain refined carbs. We recommend you get your carbs from less refined sources such as whole grains, potatoes, fruits, brown rice, and vegetables. In this way, you'll be able to get the right amount of carbs without adding to your health risks. We at 5 Pillars Health prefer to avoid grains in our diet, but we know that's not for everyone. So if you're getting your carbs from grains, try to find the least processed forms of them. Fat. Fats have had a bit of a public image problem over the years. We used to think that eating fats was the cause of making us fat, and the reason for this is a story that we'll tell in another video. Now, when we're talking about fats, you want to avoid trans fats, which are present in things like deep-fried food and can cause all sorts of health issues, from obesity to heart conditions. Fats provide 9 calories per gram, and we recommend you choose healthy fats like olive oil, avocados, and coconut oil. If you want us to do a deep dive into the types of fats that are best for you and the ones to avoid, please let us know in the comments. Protein. Proteins provide 4 calories per gram, the same amount as carbohydrates. But unlike carbohydrates, protein doesn't usually cause a spike in your blood sugars. You can get the right amount of protein by eating lean meat, fish, eggs, poultry, and dairy. Alcohol. Last but by no means least, alcohol is also considered a macronutrient and provides 7 calories per gram. Due to its low nutritional value and other concerns, we don't recommend having it as part of your diet. If you'd like to see a deep dive video into the effects of alcohol on your health, please tell us in the comments. Consuming alcohol slows your body's metabolism, which can lead to fat building up in the liver, eventually leading to liver disease, and you definitely want to avoid that. There are many diets that focus on macros, such as keto, paleo, Weight Watchers, etc. Basically, all of these diets focus on not just counting calories and emphasize portion control, so you eat a specific group or type of food more. These diets are sometimes called flexible diets, and that sounds kind of appealing to us. If you're enjoying this video, please tap the like button. It helps us out a huge amount. Micronutrients. Moving on to the second half of the video, we focus on micronutrients, and they are also super important. Micronutrients are those nutrients that are required in smaller amounts, and our body can be just fine without some of them, but of course, these nutrients can support a strong and healthy body, so they're worth knowing about. Micronutrients are divided into two main groups: vitamins, which can be fat-soluble or water-soluble, and minerals. Some micronutrients important to your health that you may have heard of are iodine. Iodine is essential for the production of growth hormones in our body, and for that purpose, try to use iodized salt in your diet. A deficiency of iodine can lead to goiter and other thyroid issues. Goiter is a very painful condition involving the swelling of the neck region, and trust us, you do not want to experience it. So make sure to get enough iodine in your diet. Vitamin A. This vitamin is important for clear vision, and any deficiency of it can result in impaired vision and blindness. While this is uncommon in advanced economies like the USA and UK, it does still occur in developing nations. We recommend you increase the amount of leafy green vegetables in your diet in order to have a sufficient amount of vitamin A in your body. Orange vegetables like carrots, pumpkin, and sweet potato are very high in vitamin A, so eat them too. Vitamin D. You will be amazed to know that around 1 billion people in the world have vitamin deficiency, and not to mention 40% of Americans do too. Vitamin D is a vitamin that is formed in the body when the skin is exposed to sunlight, and all thanks to the ultraviolet rays which convert a protein called 7-DHC present in our skin into active vitamin D3. And for that reason, it is sometimes known as the sunshine vitamin. Not getting enough vitamin D can lead to rickets, weak bones, and even sweaty hands. But apart from that, your immune system also doesn't work properly without it. Other than through sunlight, you can eat things like egg yolk and salmon for more vitamin D goodness. Calcium. As you probably already know, calcium is required to maintain strong and healthy bones. You can get calcium from milk and other dairy products. Apart from dairy, you can get calcium in dried figs, tofu, broccoli, and sweet potato. Sometimes it's necessary to use supplements to support calcium levels in our body. Your doctor will advise this if you need it. Low calcium can lead to issues such as osteoporosis and cataracts, neither of which we want to see happen to you. Zinc. Zinc is another micronutrient that you can get from legumes, nuts, seeds, and soy products. And a deficiency of zinc can lead to skin conditions like eczema. Cracks and patches will appear in very inconvenient areas of your skin, and it will be itchy and unpleasant, so make sure to get the right amount of zinc. Folate. Make sure to increase the intake of whole grains, liver, and seafood to prevent yourself from conditions like anemia. Folate, aka vitamin B12, is involved in the production of the normal RBCs, and any deficiency in it can cause abnormally large RBCs, which cannot perform their function properly. Iron. You can get iron from soybeans, fortified cereals, and animal liver. One of the most important sources of iron, however, is red meat. Don't forget that a deficiency of iron can lead to anemia, and you don't want that. So, now that we've covered some details on macros and micros, we take you back to the original question. Which one should you be concentrating on? Well, it's a bit of a trick question. It's a trap to think about it in terms of micro versus macro, as you need both of these things to live a healthy life. A deficiency of either can lead to serious health conditions. So make sure to keep a track of your micro and macro intake so that you can live your best life, free from health problems. Did you find today's video helpful? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And if you think we did an amazing job, hit the notification bell to be notified when our next video comes out. See you in the next one. Check out our other videos for more insightful ways to get healthy and stay healthy.